viewers. I don't know about you, but COVID really made me rethink how I felt about going on a cruise. I wasn't sure it felt safe getting on a ship with 376 other passengers for 10 days. So when Viking asked if we wanted to sail on the new Viking Octantis expedition ship, my only question was, were they taking enough precautions to keep passengers and crew safe and COVID-free? Answer, here we are. Martin and I are guests of Viking, who covered our expenses for this trip. But they didn't suggest this topic, review the script, or the video before we posted it. Safety starts before you start to travel. We were asked to install the Verifly app, recording our vaccination details. Both of us are fully vaccinated. Although the app didn't recognize the QR codes on our Ontario certificates, we uploaded the image and they were reviewed and accepted in minutes. Then, before getting to the airport, we had to get either a PCR or an antigen test. Viking provides a list of acceptable test centers, so we selected one close to us and went for the test the day before our flight. Even in Canada, the land of universal health care, these are not free. We opted for the antigen test. As we boarded, they took our temperature and sent us straight to our staterooms to do our very first saliva test. We were given lanyards to wear all the time with sensors which detect potential exposure. And then we were asked to wear our masks until we all received the all clear. Once everyone was cleared, masks were no longer required on board for passengers, but the crew continued to wear theirs. But wait, that was not the end of the testing. Every evening, we received test tubes. Each morning, before drinking any water or brushing your teeth, we had to provide 2 milliliters of saliva. Patrizia, the senior lab technician on the Octantis, told me this procedure was developed specifically for Viking.
Viking approached my company like more or less at the beginning of COVID, and we more or less immediately started then. So it's about 1.5 years since we're doing this special COVID workflow for Viking. And it's unique in the world. It's only used by our company, special invented for Viking. It's much more comfortable than swapping people. And the problem of COVID, the early infection, especially the first few days, COVID is in the upper airwaves, but the longer you suffer from COVID, it gets deeper to your lungs. So even though you take the swab properly and in the correct way, you don't catch it anymore. So the saliva testing is much more efficient due to the fact that with every breath we take, some virus load would come to our saliva, because of course we're breathing through mouth and nose, so everything from the lung comes up, so we can catch that. And our saliva testing has a so-called LOD, load of detection, of 20 copies per microliter. This is really, really a very small amount, and that's for example something why even recovered people sometimes appear positive, because they still have a certain time of virus load still inside their body, and so our test is so sensitive that we even catch these people.
Daily PCR testing isn't the end of safety procedures. The entrances to the restaurants have hand sanitizers and sinks. The World Cafe also has facial recognition screens with temperature scanners. On Wednesday, we were greeted with a dance party when we returned from our excursions. Cocktail in hand, we mamboed into elevators to a pop-up testing area for the rapid antigen test required by Puerto Rico. Who knew COVID tests could be such fun? Because the Octantis is a new ship, it was designed with individual air systems for each stateroom. COVID made us nervous and cautious about travel, but Viking's procedures restored our confidence. We felt perfectly safe cruising with Viking. And full disclosure, we are Viking's guests on this cruise, but Viking did not pay us, tell me what to say, or review the script or video before posting. Maarten's channel is sponsored by viewers who have decided to become members. Thanks to their support, these videos have no commercial interruptions. We don't read ads or allow YouTube to insert them into the videos. If you decide to join, use the button below. And if you have civil comments or relevant questions, Maarten or I will reply. Thanks for watching, and stay safe.